Now imagine getting an email that says, congratulations, you've been awarded a fully funded scholarship. Your tuition is covered, your accommodation, your ticket fare is covered, and everything is paid for. And every month, money is deposited into your account to cover your living expenses. Sounds impossible, right? But it isn't. Now, every year, thousands of international students, including many Nigerians, receive scholarships to study in different countries like the UK, Germany, Canada, Japan, the United States, and across the Europe. Now, the surprising part isn't that these scholarships exist, but the surprising part is that so many people never apply for it because they are afraid of failing, or they simply don't know where to start. So now, if you've ever dreamt of studying abroad or thought that money is your biggest obstacle, this video is for you. Now, today I'm going to explain the different types of scholarships available to you, who they are for, what they cover, and how to prepare a strong application for it, and common mistakes to avoid, and some of the biggest scholarship opportunities available to international students. And by the end of this video, you're going to have a clear roadmap for getting started. Now, let's start with what people get wrong. The first misconception I want to clear up is that scholarships are not only for people with perfect grades. Yes, some scholarship programs are highly academic, but many also look at other things. They care about your leadership roles, they care about your advancements to your community, they care about volunteer work experience, community impact, and also your research potentials for your future goals. Another misconception is that scholarships are only for undergraduate students. That isn't true. Many scholarships also focus on master's, PhD, and research programs, while others support undergraduates. Okay, so don't count yourself out of the pool yet. So now, finally, many people believe that scholarships covers only tuitions, but the funding varies. Some scholarships cover tuition only, but others are fully covered and may include airfare and also visa assistance and a monthly living allowance. We have several types of scholarships. You generally come across 4 categories. We have the fully funded scholarships. These are the most competitive because they usually pay tuition, living expenses, travel, and other essential costs. We also have the partial scholarships. This usually reduces your tuition, provides a grant, but you also have to sponsor some expenses by yourself. The next one is the merit-based scholarships. This rewards merits, good grades, academic excellence, readership, and innovations and exceptional achievements. The next one is also the need-based scholarships. Now, this considers financial needs and are designed to help students who are not able to afford higher educations. Okay, so now major scholarships you need to know. Let's talk about some of the biggest scholarships available to international students. Now, the first one is the Chevening scholarship. Now, this is a fully funded scholarship by the UK government. They usually support a 1-year master's program. It is known for selecting candidates who demonstrate leadership, professional, and have the potential to create positive change in their home countries. Now, it typically covers tuition fees, monthly stipends, and your return airfare, okay, arrival and departure allowances, and networking events. This usually opens around August and usually closes around October. Okay, so the next scholarship you need to look into is the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. Now, this is one of the most generous scholarship available. Now, many programs allow you to study in 2 or more European countries while earning joint or multiple degrees. Now, this typically covers tuition, monthly stipends, travel, and insurance. Now, the application period is often begins in autumn, and many programs close between December and February, but each consortium sets its own deadline. Okay, so you need to do your research before applying. Now, the next scholarship is the DAAD scholarship. Now this is a Germany-based scholarship. Now, Germany is already known for affordable education, and DAAD provides additional funding for many international students. Now, the funding often includes monthly stipends, health insurance, travel support, research allowances, which depends on the program you opt for. Now, deadlines vary by programs and universities. Okay, so you have to do your research for that. Now, the next scholarship I'm going to mention is the MEXT scholarship. Now, if you've ever dreamed of studying in Japan, now this is one of the country's flagship programs. It often covers tuition, monthly stipends, and a round trip FM. Now, there are different application routes, including embassy recommendation and university recommendation, and each with its own timeline. So it depends on the country you're from. And I know the MEXT scholarship is currently available to Nigerians right now. So do your research before the deadline closes and apply for it. Okay. Now the next scholarship I'm going to talk about is the Fulbright scholarship. Now Fulbright is one of the best known scholarship programs for graduates. Programs and research programs in the US. It emphasizes academic excellence and cultural exchange. Now the next one is the Commonwealth scholarships. Now this scholarship is available to students from Commonwealth countries, and by the way, Nigeria is part of the Commonwealth countries. Okay, so yay. Now this scholarship focuses on students who can contribute to the development of their own countries after completing their studies. Okay, now let's focus on scholarships that are specifically for Nigerians. Now if you're Nigerian, there are also scholarships specifically for us Nigerians. So now we have the NDDC foreign postgraduate study, and this scholarship is primarily for postgraduate studies, and it is intended to benefit people from the Niger Delta region. So unfortunately, if you're not from this region, this scholarship is not for you. Now applicants generally need to be from an eligible Niger Delta state. You need to own at least a second class degree, but the requirements vary from year to year, so make sure you do your research before applying for the scholarship. And also they also need to meet any other additional conditions that will be required by the office of the NDDC. Okay, and the list of courses and countries can change from year to year, so always read your official guidelines before applying. Okay, now the next scholarship program I'm going to talk about is the NNPC. Now NNPC sponsors both undergraduates in Nigerian universities and also postgraduates in foreign universities, so make sure you do your research and look into the NNPC scholarship programs. Okay, so because everything varies, it's good for you to check the specific requirements for the programs you're interested in. So now the next one I'm going to talk about is the PTDF. Now the Petroleum Technology Development Fund supports postgraduate studies in fields related into oil, gas, engineering, energy, and aligned disciplines. Okay, so now both within Nigeria and abroad. Now what documents do you need for this scholarship? Now regardless of the scholarship you apply for, you would notice that many applications always require similar documents. So now your first and most important document is your international passport. Next is your degree certificate or statement of results. Next is your academic transcript. Next is your curriculum vitae, which is your CV. Next is your personal statement or motivational letter. Next is your scholarship essay. Next is your research proposal. So now that is specifically for PhD and research programs. So next will be your letter of recommendation. Next is your English language test results, and this is if it is required by the university or scholarship board. Now the next thing you need to think about is your admissions from your university, because some scholarship requires you to get admissions, from university already prior, like universities abroad. So now my advice is for you to start gathering your documents early, because chasing your transcript and recommendation letters is one of the biggest reasons why people miss their deadlines, because it's difficult to get it from certain universities. So now make sure you try to get all your documents ready before applying for the scholarship. Just be a step ahead of village people and get your documentations ready, because we don't want to hear stories that touch the heart. Now, how to make your application stand out. Now, scholarship panels don't just want brilliant students, they want people who make good use of the opportunity. So now talk about your leadership roles, volunteer roles, your volunteer work, community impact, your career goals, why you chose the course you chose, and why that university fits your goals, and how you use your knowledge after graduation. So now always back up your claims with examples instead of making a broad statement. Now, common mistakes people make. The first mistake is applying a day before the deadline. Please, we're not going to do that here. Reusing the same personal statement for every scholarship is a no-no. Ignoring eligibility criteria, not proofreading your essays or your weak recommendation letters and failing to follow instructions exactly and also giving up after one rejection. Come on, guys. Remember that many successful applicants were rejected before they eventually get the scholarship. So if you fail once, please try again, okay? Try again before giving up. Now, my final advice to you. So now, if you are serious about studying abroad, don't wait until applications open to start preparing, okay? Try to build your CV, get involved in meaningful activities, strengthen your writing skills, and also organize your documents right now, okay? Because scholarships are very competitive, but they are awarded to real people every year. And the biggest mistake you can make is assuming you're not good enough even before applying. Now, if the video was useful to you, please let me know in the comments which scholarship program you're interested in, and also let me know if you'd like me to give a full detail of whatever scholarship program you're interested in, so that I can make a dedicated video to you and for you in particular. And I will break down every requirement, eligibility, the deadlines, and also your required documents and the tips to improve your chances. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also, don't be stingy with this video. Make sure to share this video with somebody that dreams of studying abroad, okay, so the person can find useful tips and information to be able to apply for the next round of scholarship programs, okay? And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.